So we have here the Sefer Klalim of the Ramchal, one of the greatest Mekubalim that we're learning his teachings. And he's giving, in every paragraph, is giving a concept that is basically the beginning of the creation. Okay? So just to summarize in short what we learned until now, we said that everything was just simple light that expands infinitely, and then there was a procedure that took place that is called the Tzimtzum, the contraction, which is the creation of that light, leaving an empty space. And now we're speaking about the line of light that comes into that empty space. What is the quality of the line? So it says, the Ramchal, שיורד האור מאינסוף ברוך הוא בחלל שהוא כאין צינור דק שהאור יורד בו מהמעציל לנצל. That pipe is a pipe of light, that through that pipe the light of the Creator is coming into the creation. ובו מתדבקים המעציל והנצל. This is the connection, this is the way for us to connect with the Creator, with Hashem. Okay? Obviously, this is very, very important for us, right? Because everybody wants to connect with Hashem, everybody wants to connect with God. So what's the way to do that? How can we connect with Hashem? So this is the answer. The answer is that we're connecting to that line. Okay? And we have to understand that obviously there's a lot to learn about that line. What is the light that is there? What we can say about it? What we're not allowed to say about it? Because it's very sensitive, because it's already coming closer to speak about Hashem, because Hashem light extends into that pipe, right? It's not so simple to speak about it because it is so abstract and so sent. But as much as we can, we need to understand according to the words of the Ramchal. והוא כי כל הפעולות הוא יתברך שמו פועלם על פי שלמותו. All of the actions of Hashem is according to the level of the completion of Hashem. ואיננו יודעים הדרך איך הוא עושה את הפעולה. We don't know what is the way that Hashem is doing the act that is acting within the creation. אבל הוא גזר השיעור שבו יגיעו הפעולות אצלנו. What we are able to comprehend in our mind, the measurement of the actions according to the way it appears by us. הוא גזר השיעור שהגיעו הפעולות אצלנו, הוא עושה אותם בדרך הבלתי מושג כלל. So the way that Hashem is generating those actions, we cannot comprehend. But the way that we are presuming and receiving the effect of those actions, we very, very well can comprehend each one according to his understanding. מיועד לנו באותם הגבולים ששם לזה. So all of the effects of the deeds of Hashem is received by us according to the limitations that Hashem put for that purpose. Maybe before I'm continuing, let's give it an example. Okay, let's give it an example that it will be more practical to understand. We have today this situation in the world with the coronavirus, and there's many people that are asking what's going on, what Hashem is doing, how can it be? And we're allowed to ask questions, but with the question we have to remember that we cannot really understand what Hashem is doing, right? Hashem is the Creator, Hashem knows what he's doing, we don't understand, fine. So Hashem is doing something. Okay, we have the understanding, we have the premise that Hashem is good, and all what Hashem is doing in the creation is good, is for our benefit, for the benefit of the creation. Sometimes we don't understand, we are receiving things that it looks like negative, right? Personal, individual level of life, or in the big public domain of the whole world. Both of them, different levels. And many times people are asking themselves, why Hashem did this to me? Why Hashem is doing it to us? Why we have to go through that? So on and so forth. So first of all, it's good that we are recognizing that it's coming from Hashem. That will be the first step. There is people that even that they don't have. So the fact that someone is already recognizing that this thing that he presumed as a trouble came from Hashem, and is asking Hashem, why are you doing this? So we already in the right side of the ball game. Okay, that's Baruch Hashem. That's first. Now after we already in the right side, so now we have to understand what is the right way to relate to something like that happens. So the answer is here that the Ramchal is explaining that it's all expansion of light that comes from Hashem into the space of the creation. So when there is abundance that comes and there's no vessels that can contain that abundance, it can look like a disaster, right? For example, let's give it like something that is a little bit far out, a little bit extreme example, but somebody that he have a mud house and there's rain. So his house cannot contain the abundance that comes. Rain is good. We cannot live without rain. Obviously, everybody knows that rain is needed. But for this particular individual, he's receiving the rain. It's like a curse for him because it breaks down his whole house. So he doesn't have a house anymore. So is the rain is a blessing or is it a curse? Right? So obviously the rain is a blessing. But we have to be capable to contain the blessing. We have to prepare ourselves in all kinds of different levels of preparation, spiritual, physical, emotional, whatever it is, that we will have the vessels to contain the blessing of Hashem. Everything is blessing, and we have to understand each thing that comes, how is it a blessing, and how we have to, what changes we have to change within our life, that we will be vessels that can contain the blessing. I think we'll hold it here, even though it goes on, this paragraph, but it's important point to understand, and if somebody will be able to get that point right, that can be a life changer. So we'll hold it here, and Bezrat Hashem to be continued. Amen.